everybody, and welcome to Legal Shenanigans Theaters presents Two Gals, One Pool. I'm actually very, very, well, I didn't think that it was going to go through, so I had other names like Girls Just Want to Have Fun or She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Just in the pipe, just in case.
Yeah, because I honestly didn't think it was going to go through.
Yeah.
Well, you know. And thank you, Wolfram, for doing all of your mod things. And Christine, welcome. Tammy, Sal, nice to see you. And we're just gonna. So this first witness that we have is Crescenda LaSalle, and she is Kat's mother's girlfriend. Now, she and Gary Busey can never be in the same place at the same time. And she, I like Cress. I think I could hang out with her. But let me make sure that the sound is all boosted and we will get going.
She does seem like the type who's not going to take a whole lot of nothing from anybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, she was so pissed that all this stuff happened on her land, and it's just awkwardness for awkwardness.
Yeah.
But in all her glory, here is Cress.
Please be seated.
And peace be with you. I have some thoughts. Oh God, the N95 mask. Do you remember that people were like at the stores ready to go for those things?
Yeah.
They were. I mean, I saw some. I mean, it was almost as bad as people going for Stanley cups in Target.
Yeah, and toilet paper, remember? That was
Yeah, toilet paper for a non-digestive tract illness. That's weird.
Yeah.
She is wearing the latest Subaru fashion.
Why Subaru, Mo?
It's contractually obligated. She has to have a Subaru.
Stereotypes for a reason, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, she's wearing a shirt that she got in the 70s. Look, she doesn't like to dress up. She's a farm lady, so let's hear from her. But dear God, I hate those masks.
Attorney Raymond.
Thank you. Cress, I'm going to approach you and show you a series of pictures of things found on your property and talk to you about those.
Welcome, Paige M. and Phoenix Fire, and I have a story.
One of them was a John Deere tractor. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
What has been marked as exhibits 58 through 63.
I still need to see them both on there because...
Do you just want to flip through those? Yeah, you absolutely.
I just... I love the readers over the mask. And if you had to wear one with your glasses, they always fogged up.
Yeah, well, it's strange. It looks like she actually has two on. It looks like she has... Looks like she has like a construction one on that you can get at the hardware store, plus the N95 over it.
It does look...
Is a garbage can found in the woods. Did you keep a Rubbermaid or black rubber garbage can in your woods?
No.
No, I'm not that hill chuck. We got a toilet planter, but we don't put, good trash cans out in the yard.
Yes, the good trash cans. I actually know what this means.
Yeah, I mean, you have an outside trash can and an inside trash can, and anything from Rubbermaid is an inside trash can. Welcome to Hill Chuck Country, where the metal dinged up trash can is the outdoor trash can.
I legit understand this because I have outdoor trash cans and indoor ones.
Pretty much, Sal. Pretty much. And you guys check out Salvador's channel. He has a wonderful channel. He does in-depth dives, like really getting a lot of the FOIA stuff about trials. And then if you want a spooky story, check out I Have a Stories channel. All right, let's continue. See what we're gonna learn.
And exhibit 59, what is that a picture of?
That's an old, I don't know if it's fuel oil or gas. It's for scrap. And just haven't took it to the salvage yard yet.
Okay. Did you keep any tools in exhibit 59?
And happy birthday,
In
Vale.
there?
Yes.
No,
Thank you.
What is picture 60?
that's
Me
the entrance to
topless.
my driveway, and I don't recognize the car. There's a bag, and that's where I keep my recycling and my trash.
And that bag appears to be a Target bag.
I think so. I'm not sure.
And
She's like, I don't
61
go to
is supposed
Target, I
look
go
the
to
same.
Aldi's.
Right.
Um, 62 and 63 are some items that were found in that Target bag. Did those items belong to your house?
No,
Did you throw those items away?
no,
And your father is 94, you said.
yes,
Only other person that lives there.
right. Well, my brother, but he was at assisted living at the time.
Okay. So your father would take great effort to go and throw anything away outside.
No, he couldn't.
State
Well,
at this time would move exhibits
that's ageist. Maybe he's a really spry
58 through
94.
63 into
Maybe he could just
Any
he could ride the tractor
They are
out.
received.
And I will ask you about these in a minute, but if you want to just look through those in the meantime, I'm going to publish 58 through 60.
Sal, I would pay $1 to see that.
And I would pay $1 not to.
The little screen
Okay.
in front of you will have
Modern monetary theory. That's you now have $2. Oh dear Lord. These people are about as good at tech as I am. Thanks, John.
working on that. That second group of photos that I showed you, how would you describe those as a group?
Oh, Jody Arias is willing to sing for you.
Well, this is the tobacco shed that you called the barn. It's the shed. Looks better now,
This
though.
woman looks like a woman that would grow her own tobacco.
Well, yeah, because I cleaned it out.
Yeah, she would grow it, like roll it into a big, like Cuban cigar style thing, and just have a nice cigar with her, her lady friend, and just sit in that pool, topless, looking at the sunset.
And chewing on a big old hunk of tobacco.
Yeah, I mean, oddly enough, the AI thing wouldn't let me do that. They're like, it's against terms of service, and I was like, that's racist.
There's so many things that AI is like, I can't do that. And it's like, why not? It's like,
Well,
I asked
yeah,
it to put Chandler in the picture, and it's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm like, okay.
Well, I asked for them to both be sitting on a little John Deere or a little track ride on mower, and they had them in the pool riding on the mower. I'm like, what in God's name? And one of the women had a beard, and I was just like,
I mean,
so you
we
guys
don't know what's
got
under
the
the
best.
mask. We don't know what's under the mask. To be fair.
True that. True that. Oh Lord.
Well, I got a big dumpster. Been meaning to do it for some years now. I didn't get through it because I got a little upset there for a
That's
second.
okay. But 66 through 70 are pictures of your barn before you cleaned it out.
That's correct.
And 71 through 74 are pictures of something that you later found in your barn during the clean out.
That's right.
Okay, so
What did
this
you-
is the part that confuses me. This is
Yeah.
the part that makes me think that they know more than what it was, because
Mhm.
I can logically see that you wouldn't move things around. And quite honestly, if someone hid something in my garage, I probably would not have found it.
Mhm.
But I don't know that I would know that that's not mine. because I'm thinking a rural farm in Wisconsin, unless they're really good about, firearm safety, how would
Yeah.
how would you know that's not yours? Well, I guess if you know more about weapons and stuff, you'd know.
I mean, I have a few small outbuildings, and like I have found stuff in the shed from the previous owner, like license plates and all kinds of crap. And it's like I didn't know that was there.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, he could have been not weird and not creepy and hid this stuff much better. I'm glad he didn't because he needs to go all the way to jail, but
Yeah,
like
it is a
you'd
little
show up like a
weird.
weird, creepy stalker person the next day and you're all dazed and confused, hiding torsos and and SKRs or whatever it was.
SKS.
SKS, and then, taking a dip in the pool, washing off, blood and stuff while gazing into the sunset for some
Yeah.
Wait, let's hear her tell the story, because I'm sure she'll do it better.
Pictures 66 through 74.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
They are received.
The judge is in mustard yellow today. Always a good
While you
choice.
have identified the exhibits
If
and
you're a hot
testified
dog.
about them, the ability to
Well,
publish
yeah.
them to the jury requires the state to go through them
He's
with you
definitely
again,
not an
but with the
autumn.
jury able to see those photos at this time.
Okay,
He
thank you.
should be a spring.
Because of the glare. But, press, this is the garbage can picture, exhibit 58 that I showed you that was found in the woods, but it was not yours.
No,
And how would you describe exhibit 59?
it's an old fuel tank that's been sitting there for a while. We're going to take it to salvage, and you have to cut a hole in there so that they know you don't fill it with concrete or something, so they want to look in there.
Okay.
Why would you
And
fill
again,
it with
didn't keep
concrete?
anything,
Yeah.
tools inside of it.
No,
It's like, why would you buy all the concrete to just throw it away?
Yeah, why would you fill an old fuel tank with concrete? If anyone knows the answer in stream, thank you very
Yeah.
much, because I am to make it heavier. Oh, so they get more money from the
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Sal. Good idea. Because I'm like, why the F would anyone put that makes so much. Thank you for doing the brainy bits part, because we were all like
Yeah.
confused.
Like, that makes no sense to me. Why would somebody
is
do
why-
that?
This is why I love chat, because it's, the collective intelligence of the internet.
Yes.
Exhibit 60. Is that a picture at the end of your driveway?
right.
And is this where you keep the garbage cans?
Yeah, that's where I put the trash and the recycling.
Now, during the time of this, in the first week of July, did you have an experience of your garbage cans being moved?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't recall. I don't even know if I took trash out that week.
Okay.
Okay.
So you do not recall a day when they may have been
Guess-
at the road and then somebody put them back?
Guess that's a thing.
No, I'm not aware of
Well,
that.
I mean,
But that could have happened, just meaning because they'll say sometimes, like, if the trash is out and she goes out, sometimes she'll put it back and I don't know about it. That could have happened. I don't know.
Sure, fair enough. But there's a Target
So
bag
sweet, your
here.
girlfriend
Do you
getting the
normally keep
trash
your
for you?
outside of your garbage cans?
No, I would have put it in the trash.
Alright, that's exhibit 60. Exhibit 61. Just a close-up of exhibit 60.
Right.
Alright, and then I showed you exhibit 62, stuff that was found inside of that Target bag.
What-
Some rags with the stuff.
Vale, explain this to me. You have a fire. Fire. Fire.
Yeah.
Would you take the wash rags and throw them in said fire, or would you take a trash can bag and take it to your girlfriend's lesbian parents?
I mean, we're talking
He
about
must have been
Chandler
on a-
here.
On a hella edible. It was just
I
like-
mean, the problem is Chandler. Like that's the problem is we can't
True.
we're trying to attribute intelligence to Chandler.
Yeah, so I'm gonna assume malice because you know the old saying, like, don't attribute to malice what could be stupidity. This
Yeah.
is stupid and malice, so I'm going
Yeah.
stupid. All
I
right,
mean,
well,
but
I was just
logic would dictate, yes, the fire would obviously be easier, but he probably thought he'd burn the house down or something like that, which he probably would have, which, you know, would have solved a lot of problems for everybody, but,
well,
you know.
yeah. True that.
Did you throw away those rags?
No.
And exhibit 63 has been separated out. Moving on, exhibit 66. How would you describe exhibit 66?
Well, that's the north side of my shed.
And there's your little
And my
ride-on
little
lawnmower,
lawnmower.
her John Deere.
And exhibit 67.
The Subaru.
Yeah, it's just showing you the entrance
does-
there on the north side.
Does her lady friend sit in the back in that little wagon thing? 'Cause
Probably
I don't-
not. So
I'm just
they're not like designed to have multiple people ride them. Like
yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess here that with the with the thickness of what is her name?
They're fluffy American.
Well, but the cat's mom is
she's
more
curvy.
petite. So, you know, I'm gonna assume that Crash is the one driving, and the cat's mom is probably sitting on a knee. I mean, unless they're just going
oh my
full
gosh,
straddle.
I tried to, oh my gosh, I couldn't stop laughing. And is Spirit Flick, so we are going through the Chandler Holderson trial. This is the mother's girlfriend of Kat. She is just amazing. So we're not going to be doing the whole trial. We'll be doing different people that were really either interesting, you know,
Or hilarious.
attentive. So yeah, cringe-hilarious. So you don't have to go through the entire trial. I would recommend, this is one of the better trials for the state, really having a good open. We've done that one. And then the defense
The
trying.
magical opening.
We still haven't figured out if we're people yet.
I thought it was a magical opening.
Exhibit 68.
Yep, that's the messy shed.
Exhibit 69, more of the same.
Okay, I take it
Right.
back. You wouldn't know if he put anything in there.
Yeah.
Exhibit 70. There's an item here along the back wall, kind of by some boards.
Yeah, there's a bird bath there.
Can you tell at all from this angle what was behind the bird bath?
Well, there's a rifle there.
And at some point, you discover a rifle in your barn.
Yes,
Do you keep guns in your barn?
not normally. My dad, sometimes he'd keep a pellet gun up there, but he hasn't been walking for a few years, so.
So what did you do when you, well, first off, when did you first see this gun?
Well, I was organizing along the wall, you know, like I say, I was cleaning out my shed and I wanted to go through these like garden tools because I, you know, making sure I still use them, were they broken, I was gonna throw them away, so and then I was organizing, putting lumber where the lumber goes, the recycling where the recycling goes, and so I lifted up a board and I saw a barrel of a gun and I thought, right away I thought, what's my dad, what the heck has he got his pellet gun over here? So I picked it up by the barrel and looked at it and I right away recognized it wasn't a gun that I'd ever saw or seen ever before.
And just to be clear for the jury, this gun, before you lifted it up, was behind a board?
Yes, it was
We
behind
are
us, a
listening-
bunch of, there was like
So,
maybe,
Captain Kern, we are picking out different interesting, funny kind of witnesses that we thought would be fun for shenanigans from the Chandler Halderson case. So it's a bit like a speed run through. We'll watch the closing statements and then we will go on to another case. I have a couple things I think that we should see, but we're just kind of doing a run through the case. So this is Crescenda. She is Chandler's girlfriend, her mother's partner.
Yes.
So, and she is no nonsense and awesome.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She is.
4 or 5 different boards there.
So upon realizing you don't know where this gun came from, what do?
Well, the first thing is I just felt sort of this sick feeling, and I set it back down, and then I went to ask my father just to make sure that he didn't know about any gun in the shed, and I went and asked, and he said, well, what does it look like, or whatever, and I said, well, Dad, I'm just gonna call the police, and then I called Krista, the head of the investigation. She left me her number, and I called her and spoke with her and told her what I'd found, and she told me that she was gonna send somebody out.
Okay, and do you remember roughly what month or?
Oh, it was in the middle of October-ish, because I wanted to clean out the shed earlier, but the police were there for so long, my raspberries started, so it was after the raspberries were done, which was sometime in the end of October-ish.
These are edible raspberries, right, that she's referring to?
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping. I mean, I don't.
Exhibit 71.
I don't know why she would have unedible raspberries.
Well, you know, like,
In your body.
you know, when you
Kind of
blow
a
on
glare.
a stomach.
Oh. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. She was like, look,
It looks to be,
late at night, just to keep things spicy, we give each other raspberries.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dear Lord.
Do you want to look at the actual photo?
yeah, that would be
Do that.
helpful. But it looks similar.
Why do I keep wanting? So I have the pop-out chat
Yes.
going right next to
Ms. Raymond, do you
the
want to show that?
StreamYard
to
chat, and I
walk
keep
back
wanting to
towards the
click
Elmo?
on that.
I know, I keep clicking on the wrong thing.
The ADHD is strong
you.
with me today. I hated breathing in a mask because it was all moist and just on your face. It's like, ugh.
That's just the close-up.
Did make a mint making them, though. I sewed a bunch.
Yes.
I actually will publish that. So did the
Now I'm gonna
police
have to
then
go
in
watch Super
October, after
Troopers.
You found the gun, come and retrieve the gun.
Yes.
And in July, when Chandler was on your farm, did you have your barn or your shed locked at all?
No.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hi.
Picking up where you just left off, do you ever lock or close up that shed or barn?
I haven't for some years. When I used to go to Florida in the winter, I would close it and lock it, but I haven't been there for a while. So, no.
And is it fair to say that before you got the garbage bin and did the major cleaning of the shed, you didn't know exactly every item that was in there, right?
No,
Welcome,
not every
JD
single
fan.
item, no.
And none your business.
And you
Why did you-
testified that there was a delay in getting the garbage.
So let me get this straight. I don't lock it because a robbler, according to my youngest son, came in and put the SK TXY firearm in there.
Yeah. It's like
Seems like,
if you don't keep it locked, then it could be anybody. Anyone
well,
could have
yeah.
did it. I mean, it could have been
Spain
Kat.
could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Reindeer Gary Busey is what we went with, but she does kind of look like Nick Nolte too.
Yeah, yeah, Nick Nolte could work.
Oh my gosh. We are going straight to Hades. I'll bring a boombox. Everyone else bring booze.
Garbage bin and cleaning out that shed because the police were there for a while.
That's correct.
How long were they
Wolf, I'm
there
sorry,
in possession of your
Santa.
property or on your property?
You know, doesn't everyone on the eve of 4th of July leave out like some Pabst and, you know, some
Smoked summer
cigars,
sausage.
some smoked summer sausage, you know, fireworks for America Man, and then he leaves you firearms?
Yeah. I mean, doesn't everybody do that? It's like
Freedom Day.
yeah. It's like Saint Washington instead of Saint Nick. You leave your truck
seen those-
outside and
I've seen
you get it
those
filled
really
up with,
muscly, like George Washington without a shirt on for reasons I can't comprehend.
yes. And
Yeah.
you
Reagan
your-
comes in on his Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, holding an RPG and
yeah. And he fills your truck bed up with, with firearms and ammunition and Budweiser and
yeah, and then he brings, you know, new firearms without registration.
yeah. America.
Oh my.
Whew, seemed like forever. A couple of weeks at least, maybe longer.
And they had closed off that area to you?
Yes, they got kind of upset every time I come up with a lawnmower because I couldn't even mow my lawn, and it was frustrating. So, but they pretty much kept me by my house. They didn't really want me anywhere around.
And was it your understanding that they were searching that area at that time?
Yeah, they were searching my whole property. They served me with a warrant.
She is so pissed off to be here.
Yeah.
Now, moving back,
And honestly, I feel bad for her because of how tangential she is, you know, to everything. And now she has to ruin her day. She probably had to get someone to care for her father,
Yeah.
just to come here because he couldn't find one other spot to dump things.
Yeah. Well, and I guess because she is so angry about all of this, like I would actually be curious to know if like her and I don't remember the other lady's name, Kat's
Dulce.
mom. Yeah.
I think it's Dulce.
Yeah, because I would be curious to know if they're like still together because she was so angry about all of this.
Yeah. That's the thing that we may joke and laugh, but Chandler left behind such a ripples of destruction. It's ridiculous. All
Yeah.
because he didn't want to get a gerb.
Yeah.
Such a dingus.
back in
Ridiculous.
time a little bit to 4th of July weekend, I think I heard you testified that Chandler Halverson was not acting like himself. Is that right?
That's correct.
And it was for that observation that you and Dulce might have thought, oh, is he doing some drugs? Is that right?
Yeah, it was a question because we couldn't figure out why he seemed a little off.
And you had never seen him like that before, right?
No,
And normally he's sort of a quiet, nerdy kid, right?
yeah, that's a good description.
How could you tell the effing difference? There's a reason we did not do the Chandler Halverson interview.
Yeah.
That boy is beige on beige on beige gray. Like he has no. I wish we had like video of Chandler in the wild. I feel like I want to interview Kat. Like, why did you, as a 7 or 8, go with Chandler? I needed it explained.
Yeah, it is a little mysterious as to how she ended up with this goofball.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
May Ms. Lasai be excused at this time,
She's excused.
but not released?
Correct.
That means that you're still under the subpoena with which you've been served, so you can't discuss your testimony with anyone, but you're excused unless recalled by the state at any time. You can stay in touch with them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank
Have
you.
a good rest of your day.
Why did I think that was longer?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was longer too. I think it may be Dolce that's longer.
Oh, well, let's go with Baberstock because he's the one that found the torso.
Oh, it was just
If
the
he's
cop.
Yeah, he's the cop that found the vultures.
Yeah.
Tell me you're a cop without telling me you're a cop. That haircut.
See you again.
Detective, you anticipated my question.
believe that's
If you're
Academy
willing and
issue.
able to safely and responsibly testify
Yeah, but
without
where's
a
his
mask, please do
mustache?
so.
I mean, that's a goatee,
Attorney
and
Brown.
he doesn't
Good
seem to have
afternoon.
a
Please state
computer
the
with
spelling name for
him.
the jury.
It's Brent
Yeah.
Baverstock, Baverstock.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a detective with the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
In your role as a detective with the Dane County Sheriff's Office, were you asked to follow up in the investigation of two missing people, Bart Halderson and Christopher Halderson, in the early part of July of 2021?
Yes.
Initially, what was your role in the investigation?
I was not initially a part of the first response to it. However, maybe shortly before noon on July 8th, Detective Liz Allen came to my office. She said she had just had a phone call with the mother of Catherine Melander, who was the girlfriend of Chandler Halderson. And during that phone call, she intended to do initially just a phone interview, just kind of get some background information, but some things on that phone call alerted her to believe that we needed to follow up with a in-person interview. So she came to my office and asked me to sit in on that interview because we try to interview people, you know, with at least two detectives there to support each other.
Sure. And was that with
Hold hands.
Dulce?
That was with Dulce.
Have the little bad
And,
touch doll
Just
together.
briefly, if you could describe Dulce's kind of emotional state during some of that interview.
Well, we got to the location where we agreed to interview her, which is she was in the middle of some classes, trying to improve her education. And we sat in a side little conference room, and she was emotionally distraught. She kind of had this look of fear and panic in her eyes.
Okay. Now, they've testified, so we're not going to talk much about that interview. But at some point, do you end up going to a farm that you thought might have been visited by Chandler Halderson over the 4th of July weekend and leading into the next week?
That is
Yeah,
the
based
longest
upon our
run-on
interviews with them.
sentence.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was like, so he said, you know, you were in this thing, and then there was a barn, and longest damn sentence in the entire world. And I
Not
thought
just-
I was a run-on sentence person.
Not just sentence. That was a question.
That was a paragraph. He didn't even do the upward inflection thing. Like, I'm done with the question. He just stopped.
Yeah. It's like, wait, can you repeat that?
I wouldn't be able to.
Can you break that into smaller pieces for me?
Yeah. And if the defense were, you
We
know,
determined we needed to get out to that farm right away and search it.
Sure. I think it's been described as being near Cottage Grove, but kind of in a rural area of Dane County. That sound fair to you?
Yes,
The entire location of that farm, is that here in Dane County, Wisconsin?
yes, it is.
And fairly remote?
Yeah,
Had you ever been there before?
no.
If you could describe the farm, just in general, to us.
Sure. Well, it's
it's a farm.
like 30 to 40 acres. A lot of it is wooded. The house sits in a wooded area. There's a paved driveway that goes up from the road that kind of turns off to where the house is. And then if you kept going straight on that, it would turn into a gravel, and then up into the grassy area would be where like the back shed was, in the pool and the raspberries.
Did you personally yourself walk out there with Cress or Dulce or anybody?
Yes, I did.
Who was with you?
Well, I had first gone there, responded out there pretty quickly. There were a lot of red flags that popped up during my interview with Crescent, and I called to the command post to Detective Sims, and I talked to her. I'm like, I need some more people. We need to get out here. We need to search this place right away. But we were pretty stretched thin at that point. We had sent a team up to, a team was headed up to the cabin to do some more investigation up there. I'm like, we need some more people. We need to get out there and search it. So she was able to provide at least another detective, Detective Tim Blank, along with me and Detective Liz Allen. And then while I was on the way, I contacted Barry Ehrman from the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office and asked him to respond with his cadaver dog to help us do the search.
Sure.
I got there and nobody was there. I had expected Cress and Dulce to beat me there. I went to the house, knocked on the door, and nobody answered. And I got worried that they may went up and started searching on their own.
Oh my God, they were in the pool. That's how we found them. Chris just out and proud, and Dolce just embarrassed AF, and this guy just trying not to look at Cress with a cigar, looking like Gary Busey.
With her floaties
I have
out.
this. I know. I can paint a beautiful mental picture.
So I went up there. I went up into the grassy area. Like you can see, you have a photo of the farm there. So I could see whether or not anybody was back by there. And, I noticed, during my contact with Cress, she did talk that she had recently seen vultures circling over the property.
Your Honor, I'm going to object as hearsay.
Sure.
Sustained.
Did you yourself at some point see some birds over the woods?
Yes,
And what were those birds?
Seagulls.
turkey vultures.
And did that raise red flags to you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Most birds really don't have a sense of smell except for turkey vultures.
He's like, I'm trying to be delicate about this, but
Yeah.
something is dead right there. They're waiting on the torso.
Yeah.
I love
trying
how
to-
he's like, oh crap, how am I gonna say this? Look, rotten, decaying stuff. No, that isn't nice. Because you can see him visibly struggle. Like, what am I gonna say that's
Yeah.
kosher?
Exactly. It's like, how can I be the most delicate about this?
Yeah. This is why I'm not an expert, because I'd be like, well, they go after dead stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, you're not wrong. That's what they do. So it's like, I mean, I've seen some experts be like kind of cold like that. But like,
Well,
I think some
yeah.
try to do, because I imagine that like his brother and stuff is there. So
Yeah, and the thing is that unfortunately vultures often circle because there's what you call it, the thermals. So it may be a sign of that, but it also may be nothing.
yeah.
But
Vultures. Turkey vultures actually, when a body or an animal or creature dies, it starts going through some changes. The microorganisms
Oh
on
my
there start
gosh.
producing different gases, and it emanates an odor. Turkey vultures can smell that. And when they do, they'll start circling the area to locate where
so they can smell farts, basically. Wonderful. Well, because methane is a gas, so don't fart
True.
too hard near turkey vultures. They may attack you. I'm totally not looking up AI Bing to make man farting for turkey vulture attack. This is terrible. You guys should have never given me this power. I am on there making Sharknadoes and all sorts of things.
it's coming from.
And were those turkey vultures over the wooded area at the farm?
When I got there, yeah.
Did you find Cress and Dulce as you walked back there?
Eventually, I walked up there. I didn't see them, and then Cress came out of the back sliding patio door and met me. And then I asked her if she could show me again where she had seen Chandler back by the woods. And we walked back up to the area of the shed, and she showed me.
When you say she showed you, did she point physically?
Yeah, she did.
All right. And so what I'm going to have
She
you
used
do,
a
and because she's
laser.
already testified, you can't say what she said, but you saw her point at a location?
Yes.
Can you please stand up for 1 second and point on
Where
that
is
map
that
to the
she
location
pointed?
that Cress pointed out to you as where she saw Chandler?
What was that, Mo?
Thank you.
So I don't remember her pointing out anything about where she saw Chandler. Let me see if there's more Cress because
Yeah, I think I thought that there should have been more of Cress, or yeah, because that I know it wasn't super long, but I thought there was more because I remember her talking about how she thought he was weird and stuff too.
yeah, that's oh the no, it
Oh, I
must have
remember
just
that
been
Dingleberry.
oh yeah, that was
Oh yeah,
yeah. We'll go with Dulce because that man was boring.
yeah.
Way to plan things out, Mo. I definitely thought I had planned everything out, but no.
And that's probably good because I think that's when they also introduced the photos and they kind of accidentally show
Oh,
um, the midsection, I guess, of
Please be seated,
that.
the
everyone.
torso.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I always want some torso action.
So
Little known
Chandler.
fact,
Good
between
morning,
the
folks.
forearm and
Thanks
the
again
torso,
for being so
women
prompt.
get hooked.
I appreciate it very much. I wanted to, and I must once again, ask whether anyone in between the time I saw you at the end of the day yesterday and this morning
He doesn't have his curl. Do you think his wife told him to knock it off with the gel? Like, you used all my gel. Stop it.
Probably. Or the local store ran out, so he had to
True.
cool it.
Aquavelva is hard to find.
Yeah. He's waiting on his Amazon order from since it was COVID and all. So
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Your Honor, for the unfortunate pose. Or pause.
were exposed intentionally or unintentionally to any information about the case, participated in or had discussions or were overhearing discussions about the case or sought any information via any media whatsoever. I see no hands. Thank you very much. We're going to proceed today then with the state's case in chief. Attorney Brown.
Steakhouse Dulce Melander.
And this is Kat's mom, and she is the sweetest woman. She is so embarrassed to be here.
yeah.
And that's what makes Chandler just a triple douche, because he's making everyone around him kind of air their lives out.
I mean, not all they're
Well,
airing out.
Yeah, well, you've got to break some eggs to make an omelet, I guess.
Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
He tried just a little bit. But his wife was like, "Cut it out."
Ms. Melander, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. I have to ask you two questions. First, I didn't hear myself. I don't know if the court reporter heard. Did you say yes to the oath that you swore?
Oh, I did.
Thank you.
I say yes.
Thank you. With the masks
Oh,
and
she's
with
so sweet.
being nervous, I'm sure it was hard to tell. I wanted to make sure the record reflected that. Secondly, you just took off your mask. Are you comfortable and do you think you can safely and responsibly testify without wearing a mask?
I just feel like they won't hear me then.
I appreciate that. And if you can do so, if you're okay being unmasked, we will all, except for whoever's asking questions, be unmasked.
Hey, you
we have
just
that
touched
layer
your
of
nose.
protection. If that's all right with you, please proceed without your mask on. And I'll remask myself as I'm not going to do any more talking. Attorney Brown.
All right. Good morning. What we're going to start
was
with
so
is I'm going to have you
sweet.
tell us your name and spell it out because the court reporter is writing everything down.
My name is Dulce Melander, and Dulce Mellenter.
And Dulce, do you have a daughter named Catherine?
Yes, I do.
And does she go by the name Kat?
Yes.
And for
I
a
just
while,
wanna bake her
back
muffins.
last year and maybe a little before, was Kat dating someone named Chandler Halderson?
Yes.
And you got to know Chandler Halderson pretty well yourself, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
Approximately, and it's okay if it's just kind of a range, how long do you think your daughter was dating Chandler?
Around
Longer
2
than she
years.
should.
And you would see Chandler pretty frequently?
Jumping Jesus giblets. She was with him for 3 years?
I mean,
I couldn't even go through his interview. I was so bored.
yes, but this is remember we're talking about Kat who like is constantly on her phone and distracting herself. So she probably didn't even
Oh.
notice.
True. And he only called her over when he was going to make a couch for.
Yeah. Or, hit her up on Snapchat for shower time.
Oh, so gross. Who wants to see? I mean, I guess for 3 years she wanted to, but still, no. I'd say hard pass.
Frequently?
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Okay. So there's this thing we're going to do now where the judge in 1 second is going to have everyone that is wearing a mask take them off just briefly. That's over here. And I'm going to ask you, do you see Chandler in the courtroom? So wait 1 second.
I would ask if everyone who's not in the jury box would lower their mask for the count of 3 so that the witness can observe everyone's faces. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and replace your masks, please.
Ms. Mellinger, do you see Chandler in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you tell me where he's sitting and kind of describe what his clothes are today?
He is wearing a blue tie and kind of white.
And is he sitting to my left over here?
Yes.
I'd ask the record reflect identification.
It will.
Your
She is so
daughter,
nervous.
in the course of dating Chandler, sometimes stayed with you and sometimes she had her own apartment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know,
And
can I see them
what types of
calves?
things would you do where you would see Chandler while they were dating?
Nothing that costs
He
money.
will cook, we will cook, or we will be order beat ups.
B-dubs, Buffalo
Yeah.
Wild Wings?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And would you
damn it,
see
now I
him
want wings.
every day or every week or a couple times a month?
Well, repeat the question again.
How often would you see him?
Often when Catherine wasn't home, yes.
Were you aware from Chandler?
Wait a minute. He goes over to just have like special mom time without Catherine?
I mean, he also went over to the pool, so like, is it really that surprising? I mean,
No, I guess not, but it's kind of weird. His mom was really good.
yeah, but he also like leached like
To-
free food off of them too, because like if I remember right, like
Oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna say something about ordering, like how they ordered like a bunch of wings and stuff because he was sick or something, or when he got quote unquote injured.
Oh, dear Lord. This is the dumbest. Chandler, you use such nice people, you piece of human crap.
Yeah.
Or if he had a job back in 2021
job.
before all this happened?
He
Did
was
he, though?
working at, what is the name of that? Can you give me a second?
Yeah.
They should be
He
able
was
to ask
working
multiple choice.
at the swimming.
So, like, was he working at a pool? Was he working at, American Family Insurance, or was he a douche?
Yeah.
And,
Or SpaceX. Don't forget SpaceX.
Oh, dear God, SpaceX, yes, and the
Oh.
$700,000 house.
And the police dive team. Don't forget that.
Oh my God, that's probably what she's talking about. He's like, yeah, I was a Navy SEAL for Wisconsin. They
Yeah.
have that? Yeah, it's a new tryout program.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura, he leads it.
Pretty much.
Or that's Minnesota, my bad.
He's
runs
probably
the
there telling you
Wisconsin,
about the horrors
Minnesota.
of fluoride too.
Yeah, he runs the Wisconsin, Minnesota division.
Yes. It's very secret, super secret. Oh my God.
I think it was the DNR or yeah.
Do you know what he was doing for them?
Jesus.
Well, he's a good swimmer, so he wasn't called to, I don't know, to rescue, to see something on the waters. I really, but it was something with the DNR, I remember.
He would get called to do rescues and things like that?
Yes, very, I think it was very, yeah.
At some
He's the
point, did Chandler get
hero.
another job that you were aware of?
Oh, yes,
Jesus.
I took, yes.
Tell me about, what job was that?
That was the American Family Insurance.
And what sticks out to you about remembering about Chandler working at American Family Insurance?
He
Well,
didn't.
I took him out to eat because he got the job. But he was, he had people, a group of people, they were putting on for him. Yes,
Lady,
took him out
nobody's
to eat when he
under
got the job?
Chandler.
yes.
Well,
This
except for maybe Kat.
absolute douche canoe told this woman he quit the Navy SEALs of Wisconsin, you know, and then she took him out. Like, I think this is going to be a F Chandler stream, but she was genuinely happy and nice for him, and he's such a giant boil on the butt of humanity
Yeah,
that
it's
needs to be lanced.
yeah, like it. This lady seems such like a nice lady. Like she genuinely does. She just seems like such a nice lady that it's like I feel super bad for her in all of
Yeah.
this because it's like Chandler just seems like a despicable human being is the only thing
He's
that I
such a parasite. He isn't himself. He has to be. He's like an appendix that burst.
yeah, he's basically useless until you have to have it taken out.
Pretty much. That's what. Yep. All he's there for is to screw up and cause problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did you go to eat?
Oh, Mexican Rositas. He likes the tacos.
And was this kind of a celebratory dinner? Did people dress up and things like that?
Yeah, he was dressed up really nice.
And did Mr. Halderson or
He put on a suit and tie for an effing fake job. Again, the amount of effort he put in to not work, he could have at least worked as a
Yeah.
barista. What the hell, dude?
Yeah, like that's the part like genuinely like that's the part that like just has me like scratching my head through this whole
I know.
thing. Just the
And
amount
she
of
is so
effort.
nice, and I couldn't lie to her because I would feel so bad with her. Like my Catholic guilt would just be like, "I'm sorry, I lied. I'm gonna go do some Hail Marys."
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "You aren't Catholic anymore." I'm like, "I know, but I keep the guilt." So it's just it starts in you.
Yeah.
Nunya, I love it, but I'm not gonna put it up.
Yeah.
did Chandler
was-
tell you about the job that he was getting at American Family Insurance?
Oh God, please, yes.
Briefly, it was something about computers. He's a computer guy.
And he was dating your daughter at this time.
Oh yeah.
Were you happy that your daughter's boyfriend had a job?
Yes.
Was that important to you?
Yes.
Overruled. The answer can stand.
What did I?
Yeah.
No, it was all legal nonsense. We'll just, it's all right. So after the
I love that.
time you take him out to celebrate getting the American Family job, you get Mexican food. Did Chandler ever talk to you much about his job at American Family Insurance?
Yeah, he was working at home. That's about it.
Did you know anything about exactly what he was doing?
Just computers.
Did you
I
know?
think-
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think it was just computers and also Yeah, I think it was just computers.
Thinking back to that dinner where you were celebrating him getting the job at American Family, if you had to give us kind of an approximate time, do you know when that was?
No, this is where you bring in Kat because she probably Snapchatted the dinner and the
Yeah.
drinks and Instagrammed a little, filter video. This is where Kat needs to be part of the investigative team because she will have.
Then she probably Snapchatted the tacos. Yes, every
Yeah.
innuendo, double entendre.
Single
Yes,
entendre.
all of them.
I think it was afternoon, mid-afternoon maybe. I don't quite remember.
What time of the year?
He was asking time of the year and she
You know, if
went
it was in the
afternoon.
spring. Do you remember it all? It's okay if you don't.
No, I don't remember.
Who all went to that dinner?
Just him and I.
Oh, okay. You two together.
Oh, well
Yes.
then.
Oh,
I asked him to meet me there.
Whose
so
idea
she
was it
took
to
him
go
out
Mine.
for tacos.
And because he had gotten the job,
Yes,
and you paid for dinner, I would imagine.
yes, yes.
Of course.
Dick.
So other than knowing he worked on some computer stuff and for American Family, did you know anything else about that job, really?
Well, he wanted to do the solar panels, but I don't know. I don't know the American Family, but
What in the hell would American Family have to do with solar panels? Can someone
I mean,
dot?
maybe they would offer you a discount if you had them on your home, but I'm fairly certain that insurance companies don't install things for you or create them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, if he's in the division of, people got solar panels and they want to change their insurance, I could understand that. But he's like, no, I'm making solar panels at American Family. Like, he didn't even pick a contracting company.
Yeah.
He worked so hard and he still didn't. He did a 10% of a half-assed job on everything.
Yeah, that's basically how that works.
was getting him for the solar panels, but I know he was very good in computers.
Was Chandler around this time, was he going to school anywhere?
Couldn't
while he was working
control
at
alt
American
delete his
Family?
parents. Well, I guess he did.
Yeah.
He was having, he was doing a credit because he was going to UW. So he was needed a credit to go to the UW, I think, because Catherine.
I don't know what this means, but
I think.
Did
This is
Chandler talk to
computer
you
talk.
much about going
To
to school
quit.
and what classes he was taking?
Oh no, dang it. Sorry. Have a good evening, JD fan. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And just
Get-
FYI mode, don't hit Alt F4.
Oh, no, I spent all this time trying to figure out and set up my stream deck. Shizzy was so nice. I got it all set up with all these letters and the numbers and, the cheat codey things in there. And then I somehow erased it and I've just set it on my table until I feel it took me 2 effing hours. I was so pissed off. I almost threw it out the window.
Yeah. Don't hit Alt F4.
Yeah, no, believe me, I have no idea what hotkeys are. That people are like, well, just put a hotkey, and I'm like, something.
The one that your finger has been resting on. That's the one that's warm.
I know. I need an assistant. I need like a data that just, does all the things, and I have the ideas. If anyone wants to be a free, non-paid intern here at Mo Incorporated. We do have
Chandler?
Hot Pockets. I can get you. Oh my
I mean,
God.
I hear Chandler's free.
I'll contact him at oh gosh, what was the email that Proton Mail? No.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll contact him through Proton.
Yeah.
God.
I see cars. It's a very pricey car. I don't know the name of the car.
What type of car is it?
Oh, like $50,000 car.
Is it Tesla?
Tesla, yes.
Is it one of those?
But I think Tesla has another company that is from Tesla.
Hmm.
I don't remember the name. I'm sorry.
She's like, I don't know
Did Chandler
SpaceX.
share with you
Yeah.
personally? I know he shared a lot with
Which,
your daughter, but I'm
so the
wondering,
irony actually of what her
Mhm.
trying to describe all of this is, so Chandler doesn't even know what he's talking about because he said he was going to go to work at SpaceX, right? For solar
Yes.
panels. It's not SpaceX, it's Tesla. Tesla is the company
Oh,
that does solar panels, not SpaceX. So he can't even get it right.
you know, if only he had this like small, compact thing that you could find out all the things you need to know at the touch of your fingers. I
Yeah.
mean, if he had one of those, that would be awesome.
I mean, he's allegedly he's good with computers. I mean, he apparently can't figure out how to use one to Google that, but
He tried to tweet, you know, Elon Musk, hey, which of your companies does the thing? I'm lying to everyone I know.
I'm asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Would you hire me if I told you I was a Wisconsin Navy SEAL?
Yeah.
And Elon would be like, "Oh, so you're a Navy SEAL from Wisconsin?" No, they have a branch in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a super secret one. It's SEAL Team 24.
Yeah, what a douche canoe.
what his job was, and what he could do.
He was going to get those samples, and he also was working for the solar panels too, because I think they has something to do. It's kind of an engineering job or something like that. Yeah.
The job in Florida was?
Yes. Yes.
Did he tell you, you personally, if you'd be making more money or less money? Did you talk about money at all about that job?
But he says that he will have a good job. It will good money. Yeah.
Did Chandler ever talk to you about
Sure.
what he was going to do down there? What he was going to do down there?
It was an apartment that he showed me
How did he show you?
in his cell phone.
Did he say if you had a car or anything like that?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me what you knew about that from Chandler.
Chandler's gonna say Tesla gives out, you know, Teslas to everyone that works there. It's totally a perk that happens.
Yeah. And $700,000 houses.
Yeah, to, you know, a person straight out of college. They don't want any experience. That's why some of those have failed. They're just like, get me a millennial, quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah. If you look at the qualifications for stuff at Tesla and or SpaceX, like they're highly qualified people. And it's like,
And
yeah.
thank you, Captain Kern, for giving 5 Mo in the Deep End memberships. Welcome to the Church of Mo. And that went to Lori McClock, Tom Cartwright, Esprit Fleck, Sadie, and Roy Lonsinger. So thank you. And guys, be sure to thank him for your memberships. I'm trying to be better. I am putting up kind of spicy news bites every day that are members first, and then they turn into everyone at 24 hours. That was the only way I figured I could make it fair for people. I know it's rough out there. Look, I do grocery shopping and I'm like 5 bags equals $200. How? So I figured that was a good way to give members a perk, but then also respect that some people just don't have the money right now. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Not everybody can work at SpaceX like Chandler.
I know not everyone can be a Navy SEAL in Wisconsin, you know, 68th Team Brigade.
Yeah.
Welcome, Cindy Snyder. And let's
And
get back to Oh,
I see
what?
somebody asked about like how cold is it in the courtroom. If I remember correctly, this trial took place in January in Wisconsin. So it's probably
Yeah.
cold as balls outside.
Yeah. And I mean, I
So
love her little glasses. They're so cute. She probably knit herself that little scarf. I can't wear a scarf because, like, I can't even wear turtlenecks because something around my neck, I'm like, ugh, can't do it.
yeah.
Well, Catherine has my car. And I say that, Catherine, you
What
guys
kind of
need a
car is it?
car, take my car. And the three of us, we were
Oh
talking
God,
about
he didn't put the torsos in her car, did he?
the car in the
It.
apartment. And
It was the Subaru.
I'm sorry, it's just a bad burp. And he says that his cars over there, they are very cheap because older people there, they're kind of, they don't drive anymore, or they're past, and then they have cars in there. So he was ordering the car, and
Wait a minute. He was going to car auctions now between his Navy SEAL attacks and everything else, and his solar panel positioning.
Yeah. It's like, what? I think she may be referring to something in Florida
I
because of the
know,
old
but
people.
I love the fact that he's like, no, I'll find a car because people die.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
Well, wait, I have a car now. It's a funny story.
yeah, but it's like, but he just said like, well, the old people don't drive, and then they pass. It's like, well, if they don't drive, they're not going to have a car, genius. It's like, what are you going to do? Go buy their golf carts? It's Florida.
That's probably the only thing he could afford, and he'd say, I'll pay you $5 a week and then run.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, his stories don't even make sense. Like that's half the issue that I take with it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, were you guys playing the longest game of, BS?
Yeah, like I
Like,
understand. I think this may be like the last generation, right? That's going to be able to get away with stuff like this to a degree, right?
yes.
Because like the people who are, I'm assuming her age, right,
Hmm.
is that like they're not as familiar with technology and stuff like that. So like he could probably get away with saying stuff like this because like she just doesn't know, right?
Oh,
But like
yeah.
basically every generation after this has grown up with technology. So it's like you're
Yes.
not going to be able to get away with this crap.
His MOS was Fubar 16.
He was a swabber.
He's like Uncle BS, like I was there in Pearl Harbor when everything happened. And you're like, no, you weren't. You were born on a cotton farm in like Oklahoma. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, he's a paint
I
chipper.
remember when Kennedy was shot. I was there. I was right there. I was talking to Sabruder, and I was like, this is going to be a great movie.
Yeah, he was a paint chipper. That's what he was. That's his MOS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was Star 69.
I say that I will sign my car for them can sell it and then can buy maybe 2 cars. Oh, and then he was say, oh, I will take care of it.
Oh God, don't let Chandler take care of anything.
Yes.
And did Chandler talk to you about that? About having Catherine go with him?
The day that he brought Catherine home because she have an injury in her back, he did. He basically asked me,
Your permission.
yeah.
What did you think about it?
I was very worried.
Why?
She's my only daughter.
Oh. I feel so
I
bad
was
for this
uncertain.
woman.
Yes.
I'm gonna start asking you questions about kind of the
Chandler, you are a double dick cheese because not only is she upset that you lied to her, but the worst thing that can happen to a mother is to see their child hurt and not be able to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have probably put Kat through so much that she's just, needs to talk to someone who has letters behind their name. But
Yeah.
just the absolute, just because you didn't want to get a job. And
Yeah. He's just such a despicable human being.
I mean, we already have people that convert carbon dioxide or oxygen into carbon dioxide. I think we can send him to the moon, or I
Yeah.
don't know, SpaceX can use him as Mars' first colonizer. It'll be like Australia. We'll just send our criminals there. Oh my God, that's my platform for president. A penal colony on Mars. 2
I
chickens and
mean,
hand jobs in every bucket and penal colony on Mars.
job in every bucket. Oh my god. Oh,
Well, it used to
Jesus.
be 2 chickens for every pot was an old, I guess,
Yeah.
slogan.
Truman. Was it Truman? I think.
I think so. Or was it the fat one? I love the stories about President Taft. He was like so big and he put in a shower with multiple heads or something, and it actually made the fountain go down.
Oh my god, that's funny. I have not heard that. That's funny
I
though.
think he also married his younger cousin, but I could be wrong.
I mean, that sounds like it could be true.
Maybe that was Roosevelt. I don't remember. There was a lot of hinky stuff going on in that house. Welcome, Alice
Was?
G. Is. Well, between Kristi Noem nuking her political career from orbit and then saying that, Champ Biden needs to go the same way as, old Yeller.
Yeah. I heard that and I was just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe somebody would say that." It's like
Why the ghostwriter? I mean, I just can't see the marketing team and all of her publicists reading her book and say, you know what? I really think you're going to get him with that shooting the dog thing. It makes you more personable.
yeah.
Just what the actual. And then talking about how she met Kim Jong-un and then didn't. Ma'am, just stop.
Yeah.
And guys, check out Lefty Lutz's gaming channel. It's good relaxation, and he does the video games. I'm like Hank Hill. I don't understand the video games.
Fourth of July week. Okay, you remember the 4th of July weekend I mentioned last year?
Oh, yes, yes.
On the 4th of July weekend, there were some plans to get together, right? With Catherine and Chandler and other people, right?
Yes.
You were living here in Madison at the time, right?
Yes.
But is it your fiance,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
has a farm kind of in a rural
How did
area.
the
Yes.
closed caption go away?
So it's Chris's farm, but you're
Oh, I've noticed that.
Yes. We got engaged in May.
in May.
Yes.
And Chris lives in that farm with her elderly father.
Yes.
You go out there.
I live part-time there, yes.
Judge, sorry again, but can we approach?
Take it.
I think this is where they were trying to see, the defense didn't want her to imply that he was acting funny because of, non-legal street pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. I, I know. And
It's
welcome,
genuinely
MC
sad.
Country Girl. Oh, we could hear the white noise too. How wonderful for us.
So tell me
Yeah.
about what the plan was on the 4th of July.
Well, we have a swimming pool, and we ask if they want to swim, they can swim, or just eat, and yeah.
Where are you
Tacos?
gonna have this get together?
Oh, at the farm. Yeah.
Can you tell the jury a little bit about what does it look like?
Do I have to face them?
But do pull the microphone a little bit closer because the fans
She is so.
seem fairly noisy right now. Go ahead.
It's like a paradise. It's peaceful.
Oh,
It's green, and it's flowers that you don't see.
oh, you can tell how happy it makes her to just be out there. I hate Chandler so much.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
I want to point a Nerf gun directly at his jewels and just hit him with those pellet foam balls.
Chandler, Catherine, James, one of James' friend, Chris, Michael, and Papa, and me.
Did Chandler talk at all at the 4th of July get together about having suffered any sort of injuries lately, having injuries or things of that sort?
I beg your pardon?
Sure. Did Chandler ever tell you around that time about suffering any sort of concussion or head injury?
Oh, we knew. I knew that he had a concussion. Yeah, he fell.
And was Chandler acting the same or differently than usual on the 4th of July?
He was kind of okay, quiet. But yeah, he was sitting at the table with the other kids. So
What types of things did you do that day?
we ate, and we were waiting that the kids will be going and use the pool, and then went and used the pool actually. Just happy that the kids weren't home.
Oh, I want her to be my
Yeah,
mom.
yeah. Catherine and
Ma'am, adopt me. I don't fake anything except I have a lot of wigs, but I just need you to adopt me. I want to meet Chris. We'll just hang out. Topless, not topless, I don't care. We'll just, if
Let
you're
all-
gonna adopt someone,
Yeah. It's not Chandler.
Nunya, that is the best thing. He got it, trying to pull his head out.
Well,
Yes.
you're not
truth-
wrong.
Yeah, that is more true than anything he ever said.
I mean, the only
and
issue is I don't
James'
think he
friend
was
used the
trying.
pool.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually trying to. That's the problem.
Yeah. But you do run short of air, so maybe he fainted. Cranial rectitis is a real thing, and it's dangerous. It gives you,
Wait, what is that?
cranial rectitis. Your head is up your ass. It just sounds more medical, and then it makes people have to think, and then they get it.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Because I usually say it can cause a broken moral compass and lack of air, so please pull it out.
I mean,
True.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know if Chandler got into the pool, but I think Chandler always was cleaning the debris. Yeah.
Cleaning the pool?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, he's actually cleaning something without unaliving someone? I need to see proof of this shit.
Wait, so he could have had a job as a pool boy?
Yes,
Yes.
How did you become aware that Chandler went back?
because Catherine texts me.
Did you then go out to the farm?
I fly to the farm, yes.
Why do you fly to the farm? That's so fast.
Oh no.
I was just worried. Can I have 1 minute?
There's another bottle of water on the floor.
Oh,
I know those are small. Do you want to get it?
She's so
Yes.
embarrassed.
You need a break?
Yeah.
yes.
Do you think that you need more than just a few moments outside of the courtroom?
Just a few minutes.
Okay.
Lorena.
I'll go ahead and excuse the witness. Don't talk about your testimony with anyone, but you can go back to where Ms. Brown is in the vestibule.
Oh, let her hug her girlfriend. I feel so bad. She doesn't want to tell everyone her girlfriend just lets them hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell she's a very, very private person, and this makes Chandler even more of a dingleberry.
Yeah. It's like
If it's all right with the
they're
jury,
gonna make her
we'll just
say
stay.
it. Which
You can stand up if you need to or stretch.
It's just
But I think
ridiculous.
if we excuse ourselves and come back, we'll lose additional time, as you know better than I, how long it can take.
Oh, Chris is like, it's okay, babe. Tell him I let
My
the puppies
fiance
out.
sometimes,
yeah.
it's a big farm, so sometimes she just like to be with just no top.
Sure. In the pool.
Everywhere.
To go to the pool, yeah, she just put her
Oh my
shorts to go to the pool.
I'm a terrible person, but all I'm imagining is Cress just topless with the vibrations of everything moving, and then her on the back was just, trying to cover her girlfriend with her hands just like, no. But yeah, Chris goes out there topless all the time. She's like, sure, only in the pool. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. It's only
Chris
in
is
the
just
pool.
out there picking the raspberries shirtless. Like,
Yeah.
and then when she gets cut, she's like, I don't have time to bleed. Welcome to my mental landscape. Be very safe. There are no guardrails.
That's funny.
And no top. So I was worried that he might.
Prior to that day, when you found out that Chandler was maybe going out there by himself, are you aware if Chandler had gone out to the farm much before by himself, alone, without Kat? So the better question is, do you know if Chandler usually went out there by himself?
Oh, no. No, Chandler will never go to the farm without Catherine.
So this would have been the first time that you're aware of?
Yes.
So you drive
Sal,
out
I'm not
to the
pulling
farm.
that up.
You flew
That's
out there, I think
funny.
you said.
Yes, because I was worried that Chandler will have the shock of his life seeing my partner.
When you get there,
Oh, she's just so embarrassed.
do you talk to your partner,
with
Cress?
When I got,
I can imagine the call. Chris, he's coming over. Put a shirt on. For the love of all that's holy, put a shirt on. Cress is just out there picking raspberry shirtless. Didn't take her phone.
Yeah. And she's like,
Has a
wow.
straw hat on for some reason in my mind.
It's because of the John Deere. That's why. It makes
Up
perfect sense.
there, it was Chandler and Chris talking on the porch.
You know what they were talking about? Did you overhear it?
But I opened the door and Chandler looked like sad, kind of sleepy, like, you know, those, like, I don't know. He did not look okay to me. But I didn't hear what they were talking until Chris says there was some news.
There was some news. Do you know what the news was? Did you hear Chandler talk about it? What was that news?
That he didn't got a job.
Which job?
The one in Florida.
Okay. Do you know why he didn't get that job?
Because he couldn't, he was supposed to be there, but his brother got sick, so he couldn't go. And the next time he fell and couldn't go, and I think they couldn't hold the job anymore because he can't go, he couldn't fly to Florida.
Because of the fall?
The concussion.
Okay.
He's
Here's the other really, really malicious and crafty thing that Chandler did because he was semi-smart. I think he took things that Smithy went through with his TBI and then, took that and stole it and made it part of him.
Yeah, I can 100% see that. Like, because Chandler doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would know what that looks like, or even what a concussion even looks like. Like, I mean, some of the stuff that he's describing about his concussion, right? Those are not concussion symptoms. I know because I've
No.
had many. So
I know. I feel as a semi-cripple now, I feel very upset that he's trying to take my identity. I'm like, I got this limp for real, son.
I earned it.
Stolen valor, stolen crippleness.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is a Navy SEAL, so
Yeah. Oh my God. I was a brigadier sergeant. That is not an. I was a first. Yeah, I was a first class, captain, lieutenant. Okay.
Wouldn't he be a seaman though?
Oh my God. This boy, I'm surprised he.
Go Navy. And you too can be a seaman.
Oh my God. So, it's just, I wonder, he's like, I went to Bud's in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And
it's like, oh really? That's interesting. Because they only hold it in one place and it's not Wisconsin.
They have two different classes. So there's one in San Diego and one in Virginia.
And I hit the wrong button.
Oh no. You did the Control F, didn't you?
No, I hit
Or
the
T
back
or
button on my mouse.
I was like, Captain Kern told us not to use it. I listened to Captain Kern.
Yeah.
I love how he also said he was going to need an ostomy bag.
Oh yeah.
Like what and how, sir? I just at the bottom of it is the fact that this able-bodied person spent all this time to not do something. And then when he was going to be found out, instead of, humbling himself and saying, look, I've been a big F up. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, I need to try harder. Look, this whole situation of staying at home, like, threw me for a loop. I'm sorry. I wasn't good at college. Please send me to a trade school.
Yeah.
But instead, he's like, Mom and Dad will pay for everything through insurance.
Yeah. it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah, I love him. He's like, I was a sniper in Wisconsin. It was a dark, cold night, but I was also on call with, the deep sea diving team and the submarine team in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Jesus.
His concussion was really bad.
What did Chandler ask to do, or what happened next at the farm?
Well, we were very supportive. We were like, he lost a good job, and I was worried about him putting on money for the apartment, and
Good thing it was a fake apartment so he can get his fake deposit back.
Mm-hmm.
Because, real apartments probably would have been dicks.
Yeah. I mean, it's
He's
like it's
no
ridiculous.
worries, I'll get it. 0 + 0 = 0.
Yeah. Just
Oh my
ridiculous.
Just the layers. And she's so sweet. I could not lie to her. I couldn't. I'd be like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I did this. And once in 3rd grade, I did this. And she's like, this is not a confessional.
Yeah. Like
Just
she's
send
helping
her
them with.
in to interrogate people because no one wants to lie to her. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
Chris and I were trying to find out how can we help him because he looked really, really like down and.
Did you all stay together, or did some point Chandler go somewhere else on the farm?
We were talking, and then after that, he basically excused himself to go swimming.
And did he go by himself, or did you go with him at that point?
No, he went by himself.
Okay. What did you and Crest do while Chandler was swimming?
Yes, to all the lurkers, this is the best chat ever. It's drama-free and just where you can kind of hang out and no one's going to bite unless you want them to. But that's a different channel. That's my unchristian channel I'm going to start tomorrow.
We were trying to figure it out how to help them, how to help him. He just got a concussion. I was very upset with Krista because why she wasn't to taking him that day. He has a doctor's appointment.
You thought his mom should have been there.
Yeah. So we were talking about as a mom, I was very upset.
This asshole made this mom judge the dead mom for being, a poor mom. But there was no doctor's appointment. What a dick.
Yeah, I don't remember catching that the first time, but yeah, that's bad.
That is final form, like mega fire breathing thunder cuntness.
Yeah, that's there's a special place.
Just when you think he can't go lower and then he does. Ugh.
Yeah.
He's at, I don't know if you've ever had to take your trash out, put it out when it's raining, and then you get the dumpster water. Yeah, he's lower than that.
Yeah.
Upset with his mom.
How long, at some point, did you go down to the pool to check on Chandler with Chris?
Yeah, I was asking Chris what we're gonna have for dinner. I bring chicken, and she was very upset, and it was a while.
How long do you think it was before you went down to check on Chandler at the pool?
I don't know, probably half an hour maybe, or a little bit longer, because I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But
Did you go alone, or did you and Chris go together?
No, we go together. Oh, yeah, of course.
And how did you get down to that area?
This is the best part of the entire trial.
We use a little car where we mow the lawn.
A lawnmower?
Yeah, lawnmower. So I basically inherited the lawnmower that Papa used to use. And so we, like a two grannies going to,
You were both on the lawnmower?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is so sweet.
And did you drive down toward the pool?
Well, yes, we drove to the pool, yes.
Tell me about where you went as you were driving.
What do you mean?
Yeah, where did you go first when you started driving down to the pool?
Love her. The dumb.
Well, we went
Wait, I'm
to the pool.
baconating that because that's the best, like.
What do you
That's why
mean?
you
Where did
can't
they
lie
go?
to. That's why you can't lie to this woman, because as soon as you lie, she'll look at you like, what? The
Yeah.
side eye, the mom side eye.
What do you mean? Where did I go? I told you I went to the pool.
I love this. I bet this is how she is all the time when she's not nervous. She's just sassy and fun.
Yeah.
But she had to come in and talk about her topless girlfriend, and yeah.
Yeah.
Into the pool.
Well, we went to the pool. It's on a little hill. So we went and we didn't see Chandler swimming. We didn't see anything. So we turned right and, we saw the car and I thought he was sleeping.
Where was the car in relation to the pool? Was it close or farther away?
Oh,
Would it help if I showed you a map?
oh yes,
A photo?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, a photo, yeah.
I have a huge photo of the farm.
Oh,
Okay. I'm going to show you. I told you it was big. It's number 57. Is that the farm
That's what she said.
from above?
Giggity.
Like an airplane?
They can see it from an airplane, I swear.
Wait, that's just my head.
yes. That is the shed. Yeah, so the house, you cannot see it because it's a lot of trees.
Sure.
But can I point it?
Yeah, so here's what I'll do. Does this look to be like what the farm would have looked like back in July, except for all of these police cars that are kind of involved? But otherwise, is this what the farm looked like?
Yes.
All right, I'll move 57 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
It is received. It may be published.
All right, so I'm going to move this a little bit closer to you, okay?
Okay.
And you can stand up if you'd like. How about if you could you point,
They're standing too
where's
close
the
to each other
driveway
without
meet the road?
masks.
Where's
Oh,
the
dear Lord.
entrance to the farm?
Contagion.
Follow it all the way
Vector
down
one.
and right there? All right, I'll hold on to this. And where's the house? Can you point to that? You can kind of see the roof?
Yes. That is the house. This is the other shed.
And where's the pool that we're talking about? Okay. Now, if you could, kind of standing off to the side so these folks can see you, if you could point to, maybe just take your finger and trace the way that you drove down to the pool on that lawnmower.
We always drove this way.
Okay. And the pool is here. Where did you say you saw Chandler's car?
Oh, about right here.
Okay. And you said you thought he was sleeping?
Yeah, the back of the car. The trunk was.
He was
open, so I
nodding.
thought he was sleeping.
Okay. And did you drive your lawnmower? Did you folks drive over by that car to look in? And what did you see?
I saw something that was a little bit metal. It looks like, when you put a car and it's like a little.
Because she,
Can't do a
ramp?
ramp.
because Cress doesn't want her dad to see her.
Bill, you want
No
to
one's-
move the mic? It's really difficult to hear.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you take a seat real
probably.
quick, and we'll keep asking
And while
questions.
we're moving, let me just reflect for the record that if you think of the upper half of the picture and the middle of the upper half, the witness indicated that the road from the access road to the driveway to the house is in the upper middle portion of the half. You can see a small amount of roadway. She traced her finger through the woods, demonstrating that the house is within the wooded area in that upper quadrant, identified the swimming pool as a round shape, and indicated that the driving with herself and Cress on the lawnmower was from the area approximately where the house was down to the back of the shed.
This
Okay,
judge
Colonel
is like,
Mustard.
I never thought I'd have to say the two lesbians riding on a John Deere went through the access road kind of behind there, and one might could have been topless.
Yeah,
Jury, please note that.
yeah. Like, okay, Colonel Mustard.
Oh my gosh, he does look like Colonel Mustard. But Sarah, she is the sweetest. She got so embarrassed. She had to take a break because she
She had
was
to talk
rushing
about
home from it,
tatas.
and her fiance doesn't like to wear a shirt ever, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was so embarrassed. She was like, sometimes my fiance do not wear a top. And I wanted to, and she was just so embarrassed, and I felt so bad for her. And Chandler is such a mega douchey butthole face for making
Yeah.
her do this.
It's like you can tell that she's like very, very modest. And
Yeah.
and it's just like she was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I felt so bad for
And
her.
indicated that the vehicle of Mr. Halderson was lower into the lower half of the picture, approximately where you can see some unidentified objects that don't appear to be cars. Is that accurate, counsel?
That's fair. Well, why don't you, if you could, one more time, point to where Mr. Halderson's car was when you drove down there?
That's the part I couldn't see as clearly.
It was right over here.
All right, and so we'll just say that is approximately 3 inches
Yes,
below
Sarah,
the
the
barn on
torso
the
was
photograph.
found here.
Okay.
And in between the cars and the other items, if you were to split that distance kind of at an intersection between a line south if you view north as the
Wait.
top of the picture of the barn.
Why the hell don't they have the little touch pads like Dingus Durbert had, Daryl Brooks?
Yeah, just touch the screen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Instead, like lower quarter quadrant of the half of the, circumference of a circle.
yeah, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I understand like when they do it like this, they have to describe it, but it's like
Yeah.
just say it's like it's literally the middle of this picture because
You
it's
could have given
literally
her
the
a
middle of it.
Sharpie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or like even here, we can even save money so you don't ruin the picture. Get those little stupid round stickers that you used to use to label
oh
crap,
yeah.
and just stick a sticker on there and say like, and have her initial it or something. It's like Jesus.
Yeah. And don't worry, Sarah, my ADHD is strong today. Like, I sat at my computer and thought, I need to get my phone. And about 15 times I would go out to the kitchen, forget why I was there, pick up something completely random, come back to my desk, and think, God, I need my phone. Mr. Mo was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, the force is strong with me today. I'm gonna start 18 projects, dust like one half of a chair. It's gonna be awesome.
Barn intersecting with a line between those white cars and the other objects.
That's fine. All right, you can take it.
Any problem with that description, counsel?
No.
All right, thank you.
And we have to do that because we're typing out the court record. So when we point to things, the judge will describe what they are sometimes. So you saw the car, you said the back was open, and you saw maybe a ramp type thing. Did you see Chandler in that car?
No, sorry.
No, you're fine.
No. Oh, I'm sorry,
There we go.
sorry. No,
Chandler wasn't in the car?
no,
At that time, when you're looking at the car, did you see where Chandler was right then?
no,
Did you know where Chandler was?
no.
What did you,
You know how you can tell she's not a sociopath? She put the cap face up. I don't understand the people that put the cap down.
The cap down.
You
Okay.
know, on the water. So when you take the cap off, you
Yes.
would leave it with the hollow side up because that would potentially touch your mouth again. If you don't do that, then I think you're a sociopath. I
So
mean,
you're
it's not,
so you're saying the screw part has to go down, the part
no,
that screws on.
you have to have it to where it would hold water. Like if you put it upside down and
Yeah.
you could pour something in it. That is the correct way. If you put it
Correct.
face down on the table, you are getting all the gonorrhea.
Yeah, because that's the part that screws back onto the part where you're going to put your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm trying to teach the boys that, but at this point,
I mean, they eat dirt anyway, so.
yeah. Like, you know what? Just expose yourself to all the dirt.
Yeah.
Crest do?
But she was upset. And I said, well,
I'm going to object at this point.
I'm sorry, object to,
Possible hearsay that may come out.
I'm sorry, pull the microphone, I can't hear you.
Possible hearsay that may come out.
what? I'm sorry.
Attorney Brown will rephrase the question to make sure he's asking what you thought or said.
Sure. And you know Cress is going to testify next, right?
Oh, yeah.
In this case. So the jury is only going to hear from you now and then Cress next. So anything she said, we'll hear from her. But what did you and Cress do at that time? Not what was said, but what did you do?
We went to the pool.
Okay. You jumped in the pool.
Yeah,
Okay. Was it just you and Cress in the pool?
yeah.
At some point while you were in the pool, did you see Chandler or figure out where Chandler was?
No, he was coming to the pool.
Okay. You saw him?
How was he walking by himself
If you
with
could,
his,
I'm gonna have you
ostomy
stand
bag?
up and point to where did you
His
see
limp
Chandler
and
coming from the first time you saw him while you were
Dropsy
in the
and
pool?
parvo.
All right. Okay. And did you see where he'd come from before that? Okay. I'll note the witness just pointed to the right of the barn, essentially. That's fine.
Thank you. That does appear to be accurate. Counsel for the defense agrees. Perfect. We have the, what you pointed to reflected accurately in the record. Thank you.
Okay.
What did Chandler do? You saw him coming. Where did he go, or what did he do?
Where did he come from?
He-
Where did he go?
Here you go.
He asked if he wants to, if he can get in the pool with us.
And what did you say?
No.
No.
I was like, I was like, no.
No.
But I say it myself, no.
Why?
This is so hard for her. I bless her heart.
Cress had her floaties out.
I feel so terrible. You absolute butt plug, Chandler.
Yeah.
I hope Cress gave her a long hug
Because
after
Chris
this.
didn't have clothes on the top.
She didn't have a top on. Okay. Did Chandler? What happened next? Did Chandler go away? Did he get in the pool? What happened?
He got in the pool.
Welcome, Iris.
What did Chandler do once he got in the pool?
He was just, he was looking,
He wanted to get on the floaties.
Oh my God, she's crying.
He was
I hate
looking.
them so much.
to
It's so bad.
the horizon.
And was he in the water?
Yeah.
Can we trebuchet him into the horizon? I'm telling you what, this man needs to go to Mars. As far as I'm concerned, Mars penal colony is a part of my platform. Now, Chandler and Daryl Brooks will help terraform it, along with Joe Guy Jr. Yep.
I mean,
I don't see why we waste the resources we have with the douchebags we have. I mean, it's probably not going to be, there are going to be some aliens. There might be snakes on a, right, or spaceship. But do we really want to send our good, productive astronauts who have been through all their training, or do we want to send Daryl Brooks and live stream it for funsies?
Just lawn dart
I'm
them
a
into Mars.
terrible person. I'm such a terrible person. I know they won't survive in like betting pool. There'll be a death pool, even though you're not supposed to do that anymore, or a dead pool.
I mean, I'm not seeing a downside here.
I know. I mean, you get money for NASA. I pull funding from the Department of Education and the FBI and CIA until I can, go through every one of them and interview them on Quaaludes. I have a plan, you guys. Just vote for me. Oh my God, what if I did win? That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be terrible, because actually the first thing I'd do when I get there, I'd be like, okay, tell me where Bigfoot is and do we actually have aliens?
Yeah.
Sub to my channel, guys. Like and subscribe. This is your president.
I mean, technically, Gigantopithecus, I think is how you say it. Gigantopithecus?
Yeah.
Was Bigfoot. And they were a existing thing. I think they were like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Look, I would just have to do everything over Zoom, because, look, peopling is hard, but I'll get all things done.
Yeah. I mean, you can always just circle back, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make, oh gosh, who's the guy from the original? Ricky Gervais, press secretary, along with people from the chat. So, it'll be good. My mom's gonna be like, why did you have to embarrass me? Did you run for president? What is wrong with you? I'll be like, I'm president now. You're going to Camp David with no phone. I'm a terrible person. My mom is actually pretty okay.
Yeah.
How was he? What was he doing in the water physically? Was he moving around? Was he swimming?
He was like going underwater and, putting on water on his body and,
Why not use a
So you're making
hose,
those
you
motions on
disgusting
your arm,
freak?
and this is one of those weird things because we have to type down everything that's happening. How would you describe what he was doing when you put your hands on your arms?
like he was, putting on water. When you put water and.
And
So staring off kind of through that field toward the.
thank you, Fraudit Wrangler, for gifting 5 memberships. Those went to Iris, Bree H, Sylvia Tingay, and Flux. So thank you so much, and give him a thanks too. Also, yeah, why was this appendix that burst and gave us sepsis? He could have used a hose. That's what you call using a hose. Most farms have outdoor showers. That is the grossest thing I've ever heard. I don't want your parent bits in my pool.
But the hose was probably by the house, right?
Okay, Vale, if given this hypothetical scenario, you have shirtless Cress and Dulce in a pool, or you can walk a little farther and use the house.
I mean, again, you're applying way too much logic to this, Mo. We're talking about Chandler here.
Oh, true. He's like, no more steps. I done.
Yeah.
Ta-da. I can see Cress topless and clean. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah. It's like you
I
think he
still
was
imagine-
splashing water on himself, but that's not what he was doing.
My God, no. Damn it, Val, I have a very good imagination. This is terrible. Now I have to get brain bleach, or that worm that ate RFK's brain a little bit. Junior. What in the hell is going on with our world? We've got presidential candidates with brain worms. 2024, you glorious shining bastard. Let your freak flag fly. We should have known the beginning of January, we had Jewish men rising from the sewers like Ninja Turtles. We should have just known. Thank
Yes.
you so much for your super chat, Iris.
Instead of Leonardo and Donatello, it was Steinberg and
And
Schwartzman.
Goldberg and Shapiro. Oh my gosh. I'm imagining Hasidic Jewish Ninja Turtles that all do law like Ben Shapiro. This is terrible. But if anyone has animation skills, I would totally buy that stuff. That comic book would be amazing. Instead of Splinter, it's Shapiro.
Oh my god.
And he's like, "Is this constitutional?" And they're like, "I don't know." He's like, "Well, did you not do all the studying that I told you to do?" And they're like, "You talk too fast. We can't help you. Your eyebrows are super angry."
Yes.
Oh my god. I hate having a big imagination because now I'm stuck on this and I'm like, God, if I had animation skills, I just need to be a president of somewhere where people can do all the technical stuff. And I just come up with ideas.
Yeah. What is it called? It starts with the P. Is it not the people who did the Toy Story and all that? Pixel or something.
Pixar.
Pixar. Yeah.
Yeah, but we would fundamentally disagree on what's funny. And I can't sit through struggle sessions.
True. I guess it
So-
is Disney, yeah.
And I would get in trouble for attacking Kathleen Kennedy in Minecraft. Because how do you ruin Willow? How the actual F do you ruin Willow?
Well, how
But
do
you
you ruin
did.
Star Wars?
I'm just saying she sucked George Lucas's, integrity and awesomeness out like a gelfling. And she was a Skeksis. She just sucked it right out and put stupid in.
Yeah. And Marvel and
Yeah. But okay, the best thing about Willow and the only reason I want them to have a second season is the first season ended with the prince turning evil because he drank the milk of a giant worm because, and I quote
Oh my
you, this
God.
is a line from the show. It's like mother's milk, but he gives us his milk. And I'm like, who the flip let this out? I was laughing so hard I nearly had a heart attack. That's the only reason you should watch it. And the end one where he's like, no, the good chick from Willow, drink the milk from the worm. It's just like, God damn, I couldn't.
Oh my
I was
God.
having a- You just need to watch the last episode, like the last 10 minutes. The cringe larity, it's almost like Prancer size.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Now Disney's going to come after me. Don't make fun of our stupid show. And
Yeah.
that is where we are going to leave it right now because Vale has to go over to Sal's and I will see if I directed him to Sal. I think I did. Yes, I did. So
Yep.
you all will be going over to Sal's and he is going to be doing more of in-depth what is he doing with
So-
Jensen?
Yeah, so Sal actually he FOIA'd Mark Jensen's initial interrogation. And so far I think there's like 6 parts. There's more. But it's like I can't remember. I think it's 8 hours in total or something like that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, but like the dude sat there for 8 hours and with no lawyer and just
Oh, Lord.
went on and on and on, and it's
My
the
God.
detective is a little spicy at times. It's pretty
Ooh.
entertaining.
That sounds awesome. So I am sending you guys there. Thank you for being a part of my day and letting me be a part of your day. And have a wonderful day and Mother's Day if I don't see you again. I'm hoping on doing a Sunday Shenanigans stream. I am so angry about Adam Montgomery, so I might do a trash hate pettiness, watch of that, because I'm in a mood. Anywho, so have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys later.
See ya, everybody.